The Cessna 208B Grand Caravan, a familiar sight in the Alaskan skies, hummed steadily, its single engine a comforting drone against the vast canvas of white below. Flight 208B, a routine hop from Unalakleet to Nome, carrying 9 souls and their hopes for a swift journey, was swallowed by the immensity of the Alaskan wilderness. Inside the plane, a comforting warmth. Outside, a deceptive beauty. The sun glinted off the pristine snow, masking the brutal cold that gripped the land. The plane, a tiny speck against the immensity, continued its journey, unaware of the icy breath of danger closing in. 3:16 p.m. A routine check-in. Silence. The radar screen, a lifeline in this vast expanse, blinked, its green blip vanishing into the digital void. The silence deafening. The blue skies, now a canvas of dread. The news, a chilling whisper at first, quickly escalated into a frantic scramble. Flight 208B, the beacon of hope for those awaiting loved ones, had vanished. The first sign of trouble. A broken communication loop. The control tower, its beacon reaching out, received no response. Anxiety morphed into dread. Minutes felt like hours, each tick of the clock amplifying the chilling silence. Frantic calls were made. Search and rescue teams assembled, their faces etched with grim determination. The vast Alaskan wilderness, unforgiving and relentless, held its breath, its icy grip tightening around Flight 208B. The families waited. Hope flickered like a candle in the wind. Each unanswered ring, each passing moment, chipped away at their resolve. Their faces, etched with worry, reflected the fear that gnawed at their hearts. The news spread like wildfire through the close-knit communities. The disappearance of Flight 208B, a stark reminder of the raw power of the Alaskan wilderness, united them in grief and desperate hope. The search began, a race against time and the elements. Planes took to the skies, their powerful engines a defiant roar against the deafening silence of the wilderness. Below, snowmobiles carved through the blinding white expanse, their riders battling not just the terrain but the biting cold that threatened to consume them. The weather, a formidable foe, unleashed its fury. Blizzards raged, shrouding the mountains in an impenetrable veil of white. Visibility dropped to zero. The wind howled like a banshee, whipping the snow into a blinding frenzy. The rescuers, undeterred, pushed on. They battled fatigue, frostbite, and the crushing weight of the unknown. Their determination, fueled by a sliver of hope, kept them going. They knew that somewhere out there, 9 souls awaited their rescue. Days turned into nights. Each hour a desperate struggle against the elements and the sinking feeling that time was running out. The white expanse, beautiful yet unforgiving, held its secrets close. Section 4. Nature's Wrath, Man's Resilience. The icy grip of the Alaskan wilderness is unforgiving. Temperatures plummeted, turning exposed skin to ice in an instant. The wind, a relentless adversary, howled its defiance, whipping the snow into a blinding fury. Yet against this brutal backdrop of nature's wrath, human resilience shone through. Search and rescue teams, pushed to their limits, refused to give up. Their faces, weathered by the cold and etched with fatigue, spoke volumes of their unwavering commitment. They battled not just the elements, but the crushing weight of responsibility. Every passing hour dimmed the hopes of finding survivors. Still, they pressed on, driven by a deep-seated belief in the sanctity of life. Section 5. Whispers of Uncertainty. Days turned into weeks. The initial hope, once a roaring fire, dwindled to embers. The families of those aboard Flight 208B clung to the fading possibility of a miracle. Their faces, etched with grief and exhaustion, reflected the agonizing uncertainty. Theories abounded: ice accumulation on the wings, a sudden engine failure, or something more sinister. The lack of a distress signal deepened the mystery, adding another layer to the already perplexing puzzle. The vastness of the Alaskan wilderness, once a source of awe and wonder, now stood as a silent testament to its own power. It had swallowed Flight 208B whole, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and broken hearts. Section 6. A community in limbo. The disappearance of Flight 208B cast a long shadow over the communities it connected. The initial shock gave way to a collective grief, a shared sense of loss that transcended individual pain. The search efforts, though scaled back, continued. The families of those lost found solace in the unwavering dedication of the rescue teams, their hope kept alive by the tireless efforts of strangers. Life in the Alaskan wilderness is a constant reminder of the delicate balance between man and nature. The disappearance of Flight 208B served as a stark reminder of the unforgiving power of the elements and the fragility of human existence. The questions lingered. What happened to Flight 208B? Where did it vanish into the icy abyss? The answers, elusive and perhaps forever out of reach, remained buried beneath the vast, unforgiving expanse of the Alaskan wilderness.